Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. Tonight, from Akron High School, it's the opening game of the 2015-2016 basketball season. As the Brush Bee Digger boys and girls take on the Akron Rams of John Beltran. As the girls' game is first, and the Akron girls won the 2A state championship 1 year ago. So, Lady Bee Diggers have got a huge challenge here ahead of them, considering that they came off a 13-win season, but certainly didn't reach the level that the Akron girls did. Bee Digger starting lineup brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan, with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush, available 24/7 for your banking needs. Bee Diggers go with Lauren Berg, Aurora Thomas, Maddie Rule in the backcourt, Callie Bills, and Cammie Sweeney. So they got some experience there with a few seniors in that starting lineup. And they'll have a size advantage throughout the course of the year. A.J. Miller, the top rebounder, is a senior now for Akron. She's in the starting lineup, along with point guards Lindsay Dornbacher and Kiara Guy. Haley Trexler and Jenna Ramey round out the starting five for this Akron squad. Akron ladies under first-year head coach Kylie Randall, and the Bee Diggers coached by Bill Nichols in his second year as the head coach, assisted by Aaron Berg. The Bee Diggers wearing their road maroons, and Akron in their home whites. We'll have a couple of games coming up this week. Well, two today, and obviously a game on Friday with the Brush Girls in Kersey against the Platte Valley Broncos when league play begins. It's early for league play, but that's the case here coming up on Friday. Opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Trexler against Sweeney, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. And the Rams will have it first as Sweeney got much of the tip, and the Bee Diggers could not control it. Follow us on Twitter at KSIR Sports and on our Facebook page, 1010 KSIR Sports, for quarter-by-quarter updates. Into the front court is A.J. Miller. She can do everything. Over to Guy at the free throw line. Down low, Guy's shot is up and around and good. On the right baseline, off the pass from the free throw line by Janessa Ramey. And Akron scores less than 15 seconds into the game. Thomas on the outside left to Maddie Rule at the top. Getting a pick from Sweeney, dribbling to her right. Back out to the left. Here's Bills, left baseline. The shot by Sweeney's up and an air ball, but it's tracked down by Maddie Rule. Rule in the right corner, dribbling to her left against Guy. Rule with a crossover dribble into the lane. Double team, throws it up and in off the back of the rim. What a shot by Maddie Rule, despite the fact she did not have the numbers. And the game is deadlocked at 2. A.J. Miller fouled by Aurora Thomas at midcourt. And those are fouls you want to avoid when you're 45 feet from the basket. Thomas for the Bee Diggers, only a junior. So out there you've got the senior in Berg, the senior in Bills, a sophomore in Rule, another senior in Sweeney, and the junior in Aurora Thomas. And to throw it in for Akron will be Haley Trexler. Check that. They'll switch, and Janessa Ramey will trigger it in the backcourt along the side. Gets it into Miller. Miller with the basketball, guarded by Rule. Jump pass to the outside right to Guy. Guy down low for Ramey. She's trapped underneath. She puts it up off the glass and in. A strong move by Ramey. And the Rams have a 4-2 lead. 6:57 to go in the opening quarter. Thomas into the front court, dribbles to her left against Dornbacher. Bounce pass, right baseline. Bill, 6-footer, is off the back of the rim. No. And the ball is loose on the floor. There's going to be a tie-up. And that basketball should go and remain, I should say, with the Bee Diggers, considering that Akron got the opening tip. Rule to throw it in. Rule looking, still looking. Bounce pass down low to Sweeney, and she throws it up off the bottom of the backboard. Missed it badly. Lindsay Dornbacher with a rebound for Akron. The Rams lead 4-2 with 6:35 to go in the opening quarter in Game 1 of the 2015-2016 season. On the right baseline, Miller with the basketball, looking down low. Cross-court pass is taken by Trexler. Here's Dornbacher, back to Trexler. Picks up her dribble at the top, looking on the outside right to Guy. Picked up by Thomas, into the lane to Ramey. Turns, shoots, misses off the backboard, and the putback is blocked by Kelly Bills. Taken there by Trexler. Bills comes away with a basketball. Long pass to Sweeney, all the way, lays it up and in! Off the glass for Tammy Sweeney. And the game is deadlocked at 4 with 6:03 to go in the opening quarter from Akron. Thomas pressures Miller in the backcourt. Jump pass to Ramey. Crosses the timeline on the high left. Ramey with a basketball towards the top of the three-point circle. Diggers look like they're in either like a 1-3-1 and odd zone there. Here is a 15-footer off the back of the rim, missed by Trexler, and the rebound is tracked down by Lauren Berg, and we got a whistle and a violation against the Diggers. Barely a travel in the backcourt. First turnover by either side. Trexler to throw it in. And here comes Lindsey Christensen into the game for Janessa Ramey. Quick moving first quarter. Trexler to the right of the basket. Looking, still looking. Lobs it at the free throw line for Miller. Steps to her left. Forces up a shot, no good. And there's a tie for the rebound. That should stay with Akron. Lauren Berg tied up with Lindsey Christensen. And it'll stay with the Rams. Quincy Segelke will check in for Brush. She's a senior replacing Cammie Sweeney. There's a lob at the top for Miller. Miller with a basketball, looking to her right, dribbles to her right, spins, lost the basketball, picked up by Thomas. Thomas ahead of the field, all the way, lays it up and in. Off the Akron turnover, Aurora Thomas scores. And the Diggers with a 6-4 lead, 5:21 to go in the opening quarter from Akron. The other way with the basketball is Guy. Guy on the outside right, guarded by Thomas, looks down low, still looking. And then the ball is tipped away on the pass attempt, intercepted by Thomas. Thomas all the way, lost the basketball, got stripped, picked up by Segelke, puts up a 10-footer, no good, but she was fouled. Fouled on the left block over there by Kiara Guy. So Akron has committed 2 turnovers in as many possessions, and to the free throw line will be Quincy Segelke. And she will shoot a deuce. And the first free throw is up and good. A bank that is committed to their community, keeping banking simple. Morgan Federal Bank on the cutting edge of banking. 321 Ensign. See what options are available. Morgan Federal Bank, there's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 30-second timeout is called by this Akron Rams squad. And head coach Kylie Randall. A.J. Miller, definitely their best player from a year ago. And that's one thing they'll have to figure out off a 25-2 state championship season is how to keep that going, knowing that in high school and college are similar. You lose players, you graduate players, but you want to retool and reload, not rebuild. And I don't think Akron's at the rebuilding stage. They've got to play a few games together to get back to chemistry that they've established throughout the years. Segelke to shoot the second free throw for the Diggers. The Diggers have scored the last 5 points of the game, and the second free throw is up, and that's off to the left, missed badly. Guy with a rebound, Guy with her first board. Into the front court is the point guard for Akron on the outside right to Miller. Miller against Segelke. Gets a pick from Ramey, checking back into the corner to Guy. Guy to her left against Thomas. Guy maintains the dribble, then looked like she traveled, but fouled first. Prior to that by Maddie Rule. The Diggers have committed their second team foul. Akron has 1. And to throw it in three-quarters court will be Trexler. 4:49 to go, and then she dropped the ball. Yeah, once the referee gives you the ball, if you drop it, that's a turnover. You dropped the ball in bounds, by the way. Well, no, it was out of bounds. It dropped it out of bounds. There's a strip as the Diggers dribble the ball into the front court. And to throw it in three-quarters court will be Maddie Rule with Brush up 7-4. Rule lobs it. Left baseline. Callie Bill's shot is off the back of the rim and tipped around. There's a foul. And the foul was on the Diggers off that attempted rebound. Let's see who committed the foul. And that's going to be against Maddie Rule, her second. with 4:39 to go in the opening quarter. Let's see if she's going to be out of the game, and she will be, in favor of Maddie Kerr. Maddie Kerr is a junior, another outstanding athlete for Brush. Ramey with a basketball in the backcourt, lobs it to Miller, back to Guy. Guy crossing midcourt, dribbles towards the top. On the outside, left to Trexler, picked up by Berg. And it looked like she traveled. No whistle, lost the ball, got it back, nearly tied up, and then she traveled. 4 turnovers against Akron. They look pretty sloppy. This is a game of passing. The over-dribbling can get you into trouble, and the Rams have struggled with that here in the last couple of minutes of the game. Maddie Kerr comes the other way for the Bee-Diggers on the outside right to Thomas, well behind the three-point line. Near the top to Segelke, dribbles to her right of the lane, jump pass right baseline for Berg, poked out of bounds by Trexler, and the Bee-Diggers retain possession in front of the Akron bench as head coach Bill Nichols gives out play instructions with 4:11 to go in the first, and the Bee-Diggers maintaining a 3-point advantage. Segelke at the free throw line. Thomas' shot is off the back of the rim and no good, and the ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Miller, but then she's stripped away and taken away by Aurora Thomas. Thomas with the basketball for Brush. Down low, off the feet from Bills, and the Bee-Diggers threw it away. Second turnover committed by the Bee-Diggers. Here comes A.J. Miller the other way. Dribbles by Thomas. 5-on-4 towards the right corner. Jump pass poked away by Thomas, taken by Ramey, left of the lane. Back out to Guy. 3 in the air is off the back of the rim. Ramey grabs the rebound, turns, and then she's fouled as she tried to put up about a 10-footer. Looked like all ball, but it was called a foul. And the foul was committed by Lauren Berg. That's her first. And throw it in. Or check that, Ramey to the stripe to shoot 2, and the free throw is up and good. For Janessa Ramey, second free throw upcoming with the Bee-Diggers now down to a 2-point lead at 7-5. That one is up, and that's in. 7-6 in favor of Brush. 3:38 to go in the opening quarter. On the outside right with the basketball, Thomas lobs it right baseline for Segel. He poked out of bounds by Lindsey Christensen. Bee-Diggers retain possession. Let's see who throws it in for the Bee-Diggers. Underneath the basket, actually well off to the left of the basket, it'll be Maddie Kerr. Kerr with the ball. Throws it right corner for Segelke. Segelke dribbles right baseline, and she was fouled along the baseline as official Ron Wills makes the call. Lindsey Christensen commits Akron's second team foul. The Bee-Diggers with 4, by the way. They got to be careful. Kerr to throw it in. Kerr bounce pass to Segelke, cutting to the basket, banks and misses, but she's fouled from behind. I think that was Christensen again. Great cut to the basket by Segelke. And that is Christensen's second foul, and Quincy will go to the stripe. When shopping for new appliances, shop the best appliance store in Fort Morgan, B&B Appliance, with a full and complete line of Whirlpool appliances. B&B Appliance in downtown Fort Morgan. The first free throw's a brick off the back of the rim. Second free throw's upcoming. Second free throw by Segelke is up, and she stepped over the line. Waved off. It was no good anyway. So here comes Akron the other way. The Bee-Diggers have not scored in a while, but still lead the game by a point. 7-6 with 3:22 to go in the first. On the outside right, Miller pulls up for a 3. Good for A.J. Miller. And Akron now leads 9-7. The Rams in a 5-0 run. Thomas the other way. Bounce pass. Bills banks and scores, and a foul. Callie Bills with a left hand to the line. And the game is deadlocked at 9, and Kiara Guy commits her second foul. And that was outstanding penetration by Thomas. And Callie Bills with a bucket with a left hand. Now the Bee-Diggers senior looking to give Brush the lead. The free throw's in the air. Yes. The Bee-Diggers 10, the Akron Rams 9, 3:08 to go. First quarter from Akron. Here comes Guy the other way for the Rams. Guy met at the top of the outside left for Trexler. Chest pass to Guy near the top of the three-point circle. At the free throw line for Ramey. On the outside left, bounce pass. The Trexler shot is up and up the back of the rim. Rebound to A.J. Miller. That's her second. Miller, right baseline, dribbles underneath, and she was fouled along the baseline. That's already 5 team fouls for Brush. And Maddie Kerr commits her first. Here's Ramey, left baseline. Shot is around, no good. Rebound, put back up and in. The B-Diggers fell asleep as Dornbacher scored. Nobody picked her up. Long pass to Thomas. B-Diggers down by a point, 11-10. Thomas, right baseline, backs up, 10-footer. Good! Aurora Thomas gives the B-Diggers a lead once again. They're going back and forth in Akron. Rush 12, Akron 11, 2:23 to go. First quarter. Guy the other way for the Rams. Guy near the top of the three-point circle. B-Diggers backing off. Guy with the basketball still. Lobs it. Free throw line for Ramey. Stripped away by Segelke. Picked up by Guy. Guy on the outside right. Dribbles by 2. Jump pass. Left baseline. Back out Dornbacher. 17-footer off the back of the rim. And Segelke goes high for the rebound. She's an athlete. Kicks it over to Thomas. B-Diggers have a 2-on-3. Thomas, middle of the lane. All the way. Puts it up and in! Thomas scores again. 6 in the opening quarter. Rush 14, Akron 11. 1:49 to go in the first. Guy the other way for the Rams. Guy into the front court. Guy looking back at head coach Kylie Randall play instructions. Pulls up for a 3. Off to the right. Rebound, and the putback is missed, and the ball is tipped. And it's taken over there by Dornbacher as Trexler missed the initial one. Here's A.J. Miller with the basketball. Miller on the outside right. Here is Dornbacher, who traveled. Turnover number 6 for Akron. The B-Diggers have committed 2. Rush basketball. Callie Bills is out. We'll reset the lineup for the B-Diggers. Segelke, Kerr, Berg, Sweeney back in, and Aurora Thomas, who leads all scorers with 6. Here's Kerr on the outside left to Segelke, and she traveled big time. He took a huge hop and a big step. Turnover number 3 for the B-Diggers. A.J. Miller to throw it in along the side of the backcourt for Akron. And Guy, once again, maneuvering the offense for Akron on the high right to Ramey. Back out the Guy, straight away, 3 in the air, and it's off to the right, but it's a long rebound, kicked out to Dornbacher, her third, in the left corner for Trexler, and she's fouled. That's a terrible foul on Segelke. She is so far away from the basket, you can't foul beyond the three-point line, and the B-Diggers are in major trouble with 6 fouls already here in the opening quarter. They're going to put Akron here in the penalty for a good portion of the first half, the way it's going, unless the B-Diggers get more discipline. Straight away, Dornbacher, bounce pass to Ramey down low, turns, has the ball stripped away, loose on the floor, still loose, and then kicked. It was kicked by a B-Digger. Akron retains possession with 51.5 to go in quarter number 1. And to throw it in for Akron will be Trexler. Down low, Miller's shot is up, and she missed it. Ramey with a rebound, and then she's fouled on the putback. Ramey to shoot 2, and the B-Diggers have committed 17 fouls already. And that was the second committed by Lauren Berg. So to the line is Janessa Ramey, 2 out of 2 already for the stripe. And the first free throw is up and in and out. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Second free throw is coming up for Janessa Ramey. That's in the air. That's good. 14-12 in favor of Brush. 43 seconds to go. In the first, Thomas traveled. Oh, boy. 4 turnovers for the B-Diggers. Second consecutive possession that well behind the three-point line of B-Digger has traveled. Akron can take the lead with a 3. Guy the other way. Kiara Guy with 34 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. On the outside left is Dornbacher. Back out to Trexler. Straight away to Guy. Guy, free throw line to Ramey. Picked up by Segelke. Lobs it outside right for Miller. Miller guarded by Kerr. Dribbles to her left into the lane. Puts up a wild shot and misses, but she's fouled. And I think Maddie Kerr got her with a body. So the Bee Diggers now have 3 players that have committed 2 fouls in the first quarter alone. This could become a free throw shooting contest for Akron if the Bee Diggers don't back off on the fouls, and the free throw is up and in by A.J. Miller. She's got 4 in the game, and the Brush lead is down to a point. It's 14-13 with 18.6 remaining in the first. Second free throw coming up for the senior. That is up and good. Deadlocked at 14. The Bee Diggers might have one final possession in the first quarter. Kern straight away with the basketball. Picks up her dribble. Lobs it outside right for Segelke. She's fouled by Miller. And we've seen a lot of ridiculous fouls committed by these teams. And when I mean ridiculous, I mean 15 feet away from the basket or further. Normally, if you're going to commit fouls, you'd like to see them close to the basket. At least you prevent points. 6 seconds to go. Segelke dribbles to her right. Spins right of the lane. In the lane. Puts it up and around and no good. Rebound to Segelke. She misses the follow. And that is the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Brush 14, Akron 14. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with you in Akron, deadlocked at 14 in the girls' game as we go to the second quarter. Sweeney turns, shoots from 5 feet away, throws up an air ball. It looked like there was a tie-up for the rebound. The Bee Diggers will have it, I guess, no foul called. Rule to throw it in. Lobs it at the top for Bills. Inside the three-point line, misses back rim. Lauren Berg chases down the rebound to Aurora Thomas. Thomas lobs it down low for Sweeney. Jump pass to Bills. Right baseline shot, no good. Rebound Sweeney, and Sweeney had the ball poked out of bounds. Bee Diggers retain possession. It's Berg, Sweeney, Bills, Thomas, and Maddie Rule to throw it in here for Brush. We'll set the Akron lineup. Right baseline for Sweeney. That ball's intercepted by A.J. Miller. Bee Diggers turn it over for a 5th time. Miller, Ramey, Lindsay Dornbacher, Kaylee Trexler, and Kiara Guy with the basketball for Akron. On the outside right is Dornbacher. Now a guy in the right corner. At the top, Ramey. Straight away, 3 in the air. Is around and good. It's sat on the back of the rim. Boy, that was a shooter's roll there. 17-14 Akron. Lob at the free throw line for Sweeney. Sweeney turns. Dribbles to her right. Straight away Rule. 3 in the air. Is off the back of the rim. And we've got the ball hit that partition above the backboard, so it's automatically out of bounds. And Akron has the basketball. Aurora Thomas will apply some light pressure. And then back off as Guy has the ball for Akron. Under 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Akron 17, Brush 14. On the outside right, Dornbacher with the basketball. In the right corner, Guy, wide open 3. It's an air ball, but picked up and put back, and a foul by Bills as Trexler misses. Callie Bills commits her first foul. Right now, the Bee Diggers are being out-rebounded in the game, 11-7. And to throw it in, or check that, to shoot the free throws will be Trexler. CHS Grainland, your full-service co-op. That's farmer-owned and brings the very best in grain, agronomy, fuel, feed, and car and truck needs. Find them online at grainland.coop. That's grainland.coop. 30-second timeout called by the Bee Diggers. The free throw is good. Second free throw still upcoming. Bee Diggers led 7-4 at one point, but since then, Akron has outscored Brush by a 14-7 margin, and they've grabbed a 4-point advantage. So Trexler will be stepping to the line to shoot the second here momentarily. Yeah, the issue with Brush is team fouls. They've got 9 fouls already, and we have 6:47 to go before halftime. They've got to find a way to defend without making contact. Second free throw to be attempted by Trexler. Still awaiting the basketball from the official. Trexler's free throw is in the air. Yes. The Rams have outscored the Beatniggers 5-0 to begin the second quarter. Rule in the right corner for Sweeney. To her left, back out to Berg. Down low for Sweeney. Sweeney in the lane. She traveled. No doubt about that. The Beatniggers have too many traveling violations. The most recent positive play Brush had was when Thomas went down the court and bounced to the Bills for the shot that went in with the left hand that gave Brush a 10-9 lead. Akron has controlled the game since then. On the outside left is Trexler. In the left corner, Guy down low for Ramey. Turns, banks, and scores with a left hand. Janessa Ramey's unstoppable. 10 points in the opening half. Akron leads by 7, 21-14. And the Rams on a 7-0 run to begin the quarter. On the outside right is Berg. Berg with a basketball, looking down low. Berg dribbling to her right, picks up the dribble. Right baseline for Rule, double team, throws up a wild shot, misses, and the ball is rebounded by A.J. Miller with a third board. Miller with a 2-on-3, dribbles towards the right corner. Miller in between two, all the way, off the glass, good! A.J. Miller slices right between Brush defenders. It's now a 23-14 lead. Rule the other way, back out to Thomas, fakes the three. Maintains the dribble at the top on the outside right to Berg. Down low for Thomas. Aaron pass. There was no angle there, and it's intercepted by Lindsay Dornbacher. And the Beatniggers look atrocious on offense in the second quarter. No points and 3 turnovers, and we played 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the quarter. Beatniggers are down by 9. Guy with a basketball to Miller. Down low for Ramey. Left-handed shot is up and in, and Bill Nichols is probably going to call a timeout here sometime soon, because they are getting destroyed here. 11 points is what Akron has scored in the quarter in less than 3 minutes. Bill's shot is up and not even close, off to the right. And the rebound to Janessa Ramey, 25-14 Akron. 4:55 to go, second quarter. Here comes Miller the other way for the Rams. Miller across the timeline. Picked up by Maddie Rule. Beatniggers just have to relax. Guy on the outside right, at the top for Ramey. Ramey's got 7 points by herself in the quarter. Left baseline Trexler fakes the three. Back out to Dornbacher. And then a bounce pass was kicked by Aurora Thomas. Here comes Segelke for Brush and Christensen for Akron. With 4.5 to go, second quarter, the Rams on an 11-0 run to begin the quarter. Leading 25-14. And now, I think that was Akron that called the full timeout. Yeah, it was. Wow. They called a timeout with an 11-point lead. Nonetheless, we'll keep it right here. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't just settle for any old frozen water. You can find AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store near you. The Beatniggers have got to figure out a way to neutralize Janessa Ramey. 5 points in the opening quarter, 7 in the second. She's almost outscoring Brush by herself. As it is a 11-point lead. And the Beatniggers will break the huddle. And they'll break the huddle with Lauren Berg, Tammy Sweeney, Maddie Rule, Aurora Thomas, and Quincy Segelke for Akron. Lindsey Christensen, Lindsay Dornbacher, A.J. Miller, Kiara Guy, and to throw it in, Kaylee Trexler. Trexler, three-quarters court. Bounces it in, nearly stripped away by Thomas, but Guy's got it. Crossover dribble, 5-on-4, into the lane, jump pass to Miller. Miller dribbles, banks, misses. Miller with a rebound, puts up a wild shot, misses as she was falling to the floor. She'll go to the line. The Beatnigger foul was committed by Quincy Segelke. That's her second. The Beatniggers have 4 players with 2 fouls. Rush got off to an excellent start, but they have lost themselves completely, and the free throw is good. And Miller in the game has got 8 points. And Akron is on a 13-0 run to begin the quarter. Second free throw is in. Akron 27, Brush 14. Rule the other way, right at the free throw line. Lobs it for Sweeney. Off her hands. Intercepted by Miller. The Bee Diggers have 8 turnovers, 4 in the quarter to go along with no points. In the backcourt, Guy with a basketball. Picked up by Rule. Back to Miller. Miller still in the backcourt. Overhead pass front court to Trexler. Trexler on the outside left over to Guy. Guy with 4 minutes to go before halftime. Dribbles by Thomas on the outside left to Trexler. Trexler at the top. On the high left to Guy. Guy guarded by Thomas. Ball knocked away on the interior pass, but taken away by Akron. Here is Guy with the basketball. Stripped and fouled by Lauren Berg. Third foul on Berg. And that'll be a double bonus here for Akron. Looked like a little bit of a ticky-tack call, but now the Rams will go to the line to shoot 2. It'll be A.J. Miller. Nope, or will it? I thought it was on the ball. It's on the ball. It should be Dornbacher. I mean, they got to know who fouled who. So Dornbacher to shoot 2 for Akron. Again, on a 13-0 run in this quarter. And the free throw is good. Akron is 5 for 5 for the line in the quarter. Callie Bills and Maddie Kerr are in for Lauren Berg and Maddie Rule. Second free throw upcoming. The free throw is up and off the back of the rim. Segelke has the rebound for the Bee Diggers. Segelke into the front court. Lobs it for Kerr, left baseline. Kerr puts up a shot, blocked out of bounds by Ramey along the left baseline, and the Bee Diggers to throw it in. Underneath the basket with 3:40 to go in the second. Akron 28, Brush 14. Bills lobs it over to Segelke, left baseline, backs up 15-footer, around no good. Ramey has the rebound for Akron. That's her 4th. Ramey on the outlet to Guy. Guy with 3.5 to go before the break. Into the front court. Guy against Thomas. Dribbles by Thomas into the lane. Jump pass to Ramey. Banks and scores. Janessa Ramey with a right hand from about 6 feet away. She's got 9 in the quarter. And the Ram lead is up to 16, 30-14. Kerr misses on the other end. Ramey with another rebound. Ramey with her 5th board. The outlet to Guy. Approaching 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Akron 30, Brush 14. An amazing run here put together by the Rams. 16-0 all in this quarter. Here's Dornbacher dribbling by a defender, but then the shot is blocked, picked up by Christensen on the loose change, and she scores off the glass. Long pass towards Thomas. Thomas puts it up and is fouled. Thomas to the line. The Bee Diggers have got to stop the bleeding. The foul was committed by Christensen, her 3rd. And major bleeding at that. The free throw by Thomas is good. That stops the 18-0 second quarter run by Akron. Akron 32, Brush 15. A.J. Miller checked out for a second. Now she's back in. Christensen with 3 fouls is on the bench. Second free throw around and no good off the lip of the rim. A.J. Miller grabs her 6th rebound to make it number 5 for Akron. Guy on the outside left to Trexler. Back out to Guy. Guy, jump pass, tipped away by Segelke, but chased down by Miller on the high right. Then Miller stripped by Thomas. Bee Diggers have numbers. Bee Diggers a 2-on-1. Thomas right of the lane, all the way, scoops it up, and no good. Rebound, Kerr put back fouled as she missed. Kerr to the line. Akron commits their first turnover of the quarter. Foul was committed by Trexler, her 1st. Let's see if that gets the Bee Diggers going in the right direction, as they're down by 17, 32-15, but Kerr to shoot 2. And the line drive free throw is in. Bee Digger lead is down. Check that deficit down to 16. Akron 32, Brush 16. Second free throw, yes. 32-17 Akron, but the Bee Diggers have scored the last 3 points, trying to claim some momentum before the break. Guy on the outside right for Miller. Nearly lost it, did lose it, and now on the floor with Kerr. Possession arrow Akron as they tie up. The throw it in will be Trexler. Trexler underneath the basket. Right corner for Guy. Back out to Ramey. She's red hot. Three in the air. Off to the left. And the rebound to Cammie Sweeney, her second. Outlet to Kerr. B-Diggers with number 3-on-1. And then the ball poked out of bounds by Guy from behind. Thomas was wide open, but Kerr could not get it to her in time. B-Diggers do retain possession with an even 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Segelke to throw it in. Left of the lane to Bills, and she scores. Callie Bills scores from about 5 feet away off the pass from Segelke. The B-Diggers have scored. Now the last 5 points of the game. They're down by a baker's dozen. Akron 32, Brush 19, 1:43 to go, second quarter. On the outside left, Trexler with the basketball. Near the corner for Dornbacher. Back out to Ramey. Here is Trexler at the top for Guy. Guy with the basketball, guarded by Thomas. Lobs in right corner for Miller. Miller against Segelke. Segelke pokes it out of bounds. And Akron retains possession with 1:29 to go. And to throw it in is Miller. Miller lobs it right baseline for Ramey. Back out to Miller. Wide open three is up and off the back of the rim. Long rebound to Maddie Kerr. Maddie Kerr dribbling along the right baseline. Maddie Kerr backs up. 15-footer. Air ball. And the ball is controlled over there by Kaylee Trexler for Akron. A.J. Miller will bring it up for the Rams. 1 minute, 7 seconds to go. Second quarter. Over to Guy. Guy with Akron holding a 13-point lead. Dribbles by Thomas and then travels. She traveled about 3 or 4 steps. Akron commits their 8th turnover, matching Brush's total. Only 2 turnovers in this quarter, however. And here come the B-Diggers the other way. It'll be Maddie Kerr for Brush. Kerr with the basketball at the top of the outside left for Thomas. Long three is no good. Off the rim rebound, Segelke. Segelke scoops it up, fouled. Hit it off the bottom of the backboard, but I think Ramey got her across the wrist. And Segelke's a very aggressive player. They've got to get Ramey into foul trouble, but that's only her first. Quincy's got 4 rebounds with 1 point. She will shoot 2, and the first free throw is up, and she missed it badly. She's missed 3 free throws in a row. Accidents and illness can strike at any time, day and night, and when they do every second count, second free throw is in. As the Level 3 Trauma Center, Colorado Plains Medical Center, is ready to handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center. B-Diggers are on a 6-0 run, but trail by 12, 32-20. Guy on the outside left at Trexler, left baseline for Ramey. Baseball pass cross court, intended for Miller, intercepted by Segelke. Segelke the other way does not have the numbers, and then Guy stripped it away, and she was headed out of bounds and threw it off of Segelke. The B-Diggers commit the turnover. Yeah, Quincy's got to know there when you don't have the numbers, slow it down. She kept going, and by the time she tried to slow it down, it got stripped from her. So Akron has another opportunity, 22 seconds to go. Guy picked up at midcourt by Thomas. Guy dribbling to her left. On the outside left to Trexler. Lob inside. Poked away by Thomas. Akron commits another turnover. Long baseball pass to Kerr. Kerr all the way off the glass and in! And a foul that looked like a foul there on Akron. It was Lindsay Dornbacher with a body. Maddie Kerr to the line for the and 1. And the B-Diggers are back in the game. They trail by only 10. And for Dornbacher, her first foul, the B-Diggers can get to within single digits. They were down by 18 moments ago. Free throw is no good. And the ball is loose. Callie Bills is going to chase it down. Bills with the basketball. Bounce pass to Thomas. Thomas, 3 in the air. Yes! Aurora Thomas scores. An 11-0 run for Brush. She hit it at the buzzer. What a way to end the half. Akron scored the first 18 points of the quarter, and the B-Diggers tallied the final 11. We go to the break, and the B-Diggers are back in the game. The Akron girls hold the lead at home over Brush, 32-25. We take a 3-minute break, back in 3 minutes on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We begin the second half. The B-Diggers have the basketball on an 11-0 run dating back to the first half. Segelke, free throw line, nearly traveled, jump pass, and the shot is missed on the left baseline by Maddie Rule, picked up by Cammie Sweeney. B-Diggers retain possession. On the outside right, Rule, back out, left wing three, Thomas. No, hit nothing but backboard. A.J. Miller grabs the rebound for Akron, her sixth. The Bee Diggers have Bills, along with Rule, Sweeney, Segelke, and Thomas. A.J. Miller, Kiara Guy on the outside right with the basketball. Dornbacher, Janessa Ramey, and Kaylee Trexler there for Akron. Entry pass, and Segelke commits the foul. That's her third foul. Lauren Berg on the bench with 3. That was off the ball. So to throw it in will be Trexler. To the left of the basket, Trexler looking left baseline for Ramey, backing in on Sweeney, into the lane, hooks it up, and she threw it underneath the net and out of bounds. Oh, but it was partially tipped. All right, that explains it. Akron retains possession. Trexler to trigger it in. Right baseline passes off of Miller, but she picks it up and saves it into Guy. At the top for Ramey, and Ramey traveled. Turnover number 11. As the Bee Diggers have gotten back into the game after trailing by 18. Thomas comes the other way for the Bee Diggers. Thomas met at the top by Miller, dribbling to her right. Check that. That's Dornbacher. Baseball pass inside, tipped away, taken by Sweeney. Back out to Thomas. Thomas into the lane, puts up a runner, up, no good. Rebound, Sweeney, put back, missed it. Rebound, put back is missed by Rule. Janessa Ramey has the rebound. The Bee Diggers hit the boards hard there, but it did not pay off. 6:45 to go, third quarter. Neither team has scored in this third quarter so far. Guy the other way against Thomas. Spins, looks, throws it outside right to Miller. Miller against Segelke. Got to watch out. She's got 3 fouls. Miller dribbles into the lane, puts up a shot off to the left. And the rebound is controlled by the Bee Diggers and Maddie Rule, who fouled in the backcourt. That foul is on A.J. Miller, her second. And let's see if Brush can cut this to a 5 or 4 point game. Segelke for the Bee Diggers across the timeline. Segelke at the top. Baseball pass off the bottom of the backboard. That was terrible, but luckily Bills has got it for Brush. Now to Sweeney. Sweeney into the lane, that is, and she's fouled. As Sweeney penetrated and fouled off the dribble there by Kaylee Trexler, her second. And to throw it in. Yeah, it was like a soccer pass that Segelke threw and hit nothing but backboard. Rule to Sweeney. Shot is up and in. Excellent feed on the right baseline from 5 feet away as Sweeney scores. And the Bee Diggers are on a 13-0 run dating back to the second quarter. 32-27 Akron. 6 minutes to go in the third. Guy the other way. Runners up and good. She dribbled by a defender. Nobody picked her up. Guy now with 4. That stops the 13-0 run. Akron 34, Brush 27. 15-footer is around and off to the right. Missed by Rule. And the rebound is controlled by Lindsay Dornbacher. That's her 4th. Dornbacher to Miller, now to Guy. Guy getting play instructions from head coach Kylie Randall. Dribbles by Thomas. Outside left for Trexler. Trexler at the free throw line. Back out to Dornbacher. Long shot is up and an air ball. And the ball is chased down. And it's chased down beautifully by Trexler over to Miller. She misses a shot. Cammie Sweeney grabs the rebound for Brush. The Bee Diggers come the other way with Rule. Rule with the basketball at the top. Into the lane. All the way off the glass. Missed nothing. Missed everything. Picked up by Bills. Shot right baseline. Yes. Callie Bills with a loose rebound there. Was able to score on the right baseline. A little 10-footer. The Bee Diggers are to within 5 once again. Akron 34. Brush 29. With 4:49 to go in the third. Guy dribbles by Thomas. I think Thomas is playing her too close. She's dribbled by Thomas a lot. Cross-court pass tipped away by Thomas, taken by Guy. Then stripped by Thomas. Good aggressive play by the Bee Digger Jr. Thomas all the way off the glass. She was fouled as she missed it. Well, that's a gamble when you play close to an offender. So Thomas has come up with a few turnovers. And that foul was committed by Trexler. That should be her 3rd, and it is. Aurora Thomas to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 out of 2 for the stripe. She can make this a 3-point game with 2 made free throws. The first one is up and off the back of the rim, in front of the rim, no good. Second free throw upcoming. For Aurora Thomas. Bends, shoots, misses badly off to the left. But Callie Bills tries to chase down the rebound, cannot. As the ball went off of Sweeney initially, Bills could not get to it. It will be Akron basketball. That's a 34-30. Should be 29. There were 2 misses. I don't know. They gave him a point. That score is wrong. Rush is not down by 4. They're down by 5. Ramey, right baseline. Spins, turns, hits it off the bottom of the backboard, and then fouled on the putback as Trexler before the shot went up. Oh, that's Berg. That's going to be 4. Let's see. Yep, that's Berg with a foul. So here we go. Let's see if Berg is going to take a seat on the bench because he's got 4 fouls. To throw it in will be Trexler, right corner for Guy. Shot is blocked out of bounds by Rule on the 15-footer. I don't know if they're going to adjust that score, but it still says 34-30. And Thomas missed both free throws. To throw it in will be Trexler. On the right baseline, Dornbacher. Now down low to Trexler, and she traveled. Oh, no. They're going to call foul on the floor. I thought she shuffled her feet. But the foul is called on Callie Bills. That's her second. The Bay Diggers and Rams have both committed 3 fouls here in the third. Trexler, right corner, wide open, Dornbacher. Yes. Inside the three-point line was Dornbacher. The Rams are now up 36-29. The score is now correct. They're up by 7. Thomas in the lane all the way. Shot blocked by Ramey. Then it went off Thomas out of bounds. Aggressive move by Aurora Thomas, but she had Ramey right in front of her with no head fake or pump. It was blocked right off of her. The Bay Diggers did make this a 5-point game. They were down by 18 at one point. It's now 7. 36-29, 3:58 to go, third quarter. We are a guy the other way for Akron. In the right corner for Ramey. Ramey behind the three-point line. Lob down low for Miller. Back turn, shoots, scores. Off the glass for A.J. Miller. She's got 11. Akron opens up to a 9-point lead, 38-29. Maddie Rule left to the free throw line. Back out to Bills, 15-footer. Yes. Callie Bills is an excellent shot. She's got 9 points in the game. 4 in this quarter. It's down to a 7-point lead for Akron. 38-31 with 3:27 to go. In the right corner, Ramey with the basketball behind the three-point line. Lobs it cross court for Trexler. Now here is Dornbacher. Bounce pass down low for Miller against Segelke. Double team. Bounce pass left baseline for Dornbacher. Defender in the air. Shot blocked by Bills as she missed. Taken away here by Maddie Rule. Rule in the backcourt. Bay Diggers have a 4-on-4. Segelke outside left to Thomas. Thomas lobs down low for Segelke. Turns, shoots, and misses off to the left. And Segelke had the rebound. She was fouled on the floor. Check it. Sweeney with a rebound. And Sweeney fouled by Kaylee Trexler. That's her 4th. Well, they got to know she's in foul trouble with 4 fouls, but that should be the substitution. Christensen in for Trexler. Yeah, she does have 4 fouls. You figure she's got to come out of the game with 3:02 to go in the third, with the Rams leading by 7. Pass into Segelke, scoops it up off the glass, no good. Ramey's got the rebound for Akron, her 7th board. There's the outlet to Miller. Now here's Guy. Guy into the front court for the Rams. Guy picked up by Thomas. Lobs it right of the lane and intercepted, but now re-intercepted by Miller. Now the ball's loose again, taken away by Bills, and then we've got a tie-up. Let's see where the possession arrow is pointing. It's pointing to Akron's side. And to throw it in will be Miller. Here comes Lauren Berg into the game for Bills. Berg's had a rough night with 4 fouls and no points. Maddie Kerr is in for Aurora Thomas. So to throw it in will be Miller. Miller looking, still looking. Bounce pass, left corner, 3 in the air, no short. Missed by Dornbacher. Long rebound to Segelke, and she was fouled and tripped up in the backcourt. Fouled by Dornbacher. That's her 2nd. And to throw it in will be Maddie Rule. Over to Maddie Kerr out there with Segelke, Sweeney, and Berg. At the top of the basketball is Kerr on the outside right to Sweeney, well behind that three-point line. Picked up by Ramey. Sweeney looking right of the lane to Segelke. She's double-teamed, scoops it up, misses badly. Boy, that was a forced shot, big-time force. A.J. Miller away with the basketball. Got to utilize her teammates. I mean, that was just not very team-oriented basketball. Here's Guy into the front court. 2:06 to go in the third. Guy gets a pick on the outside left, Dornbacher. Here is Lindsey Christensen. Back out to Dornbacher. Into the lane to Miller all the way. Wild shot up and in off the glass. She had no angle. I don't know how she made that with the left hand. 40-31 Akron. Miller with 13. Rule over to Kerr. Banks misses. And then the ball is tipped out of bounds by Ramey. Bee Diggers retain possession. And now we got a 30-second timeout called by Akron. We'll keep it right here. Grocery, meat, and fresh deli counters, floral, pharmacy, Western Union, and public service payments and 24-hour gas. Brush Grocery Cart, your one-stop shop at 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. That's the Brush Grocery Cart. As the Bee Diggers trail 40-31. Brush is drawn to within 5. And they had a shot to make it a 3-point game, but couldn't convert on a couple of free throws. And here we go. It's Rule, Kerr, Sweeney, Berg, and Zegelke for Brush, Guy, Dornbacher, Christensen, Miller, and Ramey for Akron. Bee Diggers to throw it in. Rule with the basketball. Rule looking. Left of the lane, Zegelke shoots and misses. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Sweeney. Sweeney back out to Berg. Straight away, 3. Good! Lauren Berg nails the triple. And the Bee Diggers are to within 6. Berg with her first points in the game. Akron 40, Brush 34. 1:27 to go in the third. Guy against Kerr. Gets a pick on the high left of Dornbacher. Straight away. Here is Janessa Ramey with the basketball. Fakes the 3. Now to Dornbacher. Left corner for Guy. Guy looking to his right. Back out with the basketball. Dornbacher picked up by Rule. And then the bounce pass, I don't know who was intended for, but Cammie Sweeney picked it away. Long pass towards Zegelke. Right baseline shot in and out. And then the ball is knocked around, still tipped around, and it's taken away by Dornbacher. Now to Miller. Bee Diggers had a huge opportunity, could not convert. 52 seconds to go. Third quarter, Akron 40, Brush 34. A.J. Miller lobs it at the top for Ramey. Ramey against Sweeney, hands it off to Miller, dribbles to her left, into the lane. Bounce pass to Christensen, fouled as she misses. Bee Diggers didn't pick that up very well. Lindsey Christensen to shoot 2. And the foul was committed by Berg. That would be 5. Berg is out, fouled out with 3 points. And Callie Bills will check in for the disqualified Lauren Berg. Frustrating night for the senior. And here is Lindsey Christensen as A.J. Miller checks out. Let's see, for Akron, into the game is Kate Pockner, a freshman. Free throw is up and in. 41-34 in favor of the Rams. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. That one's up and in. Christensen's first 2 points. The Rams lead by 8. Long pass to Maddie Kerr. She falls down, and it's picked up by Guys. The Bee Diggers turn it over. Could not maintain her balance. Guy with 26 seconds to go at the top against Kerr. Had the ball stripped by Kerr, and then we've got a foul. And let's see if that was committed by Kerr, and I guess it was, because they're staying on that end. Kerr with her third. The Bee Diggers and Rams both have 5 team fouls. Now to throw it in will be Guy. Guy to Ramey. Ramey hands it off to Guy. Guy with the basketball, dribbling to her right. Gets a pick at the top, at the free throw line, in the lane. Back out to Ramey. Ramey right of the lane. Bounce pass over to Miller. Check that. That's Dornbacher spinning back out to Ramey. Dribbling right baseline. Cut off. Bounce pass intercepted, or actually poked out of bounds. Nearly intercepted by Zegelke. 4 seconds to go, third quarter. Akron retains possession. And to throw it in is Pogner. To Guy, left corner 3 is off the back of the rim. Rebound to Rule, and that's the end of quarter number 3. It is Akron 42, Rush 34. A 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers trail 42-34 as we go to the fourth quarter. Akron outscored Brush 10-9. Brush basketball. Thomas on the outside left for Bills. Lob down low for Sweeney. Turns, banks, misses. And there's a tie-up for the rebound. Nope. Controlled there by Dornbacher. Fouled. Fouled by Segelke, I believe. Yep. Segelke with her fourth. The Rams can make this a double-digit lead with a bucket. Now here we go with A.J. Miller the other way. Sweeney, Segelke, Bills, Rule, and Thomas for Brush. Guy with the basketball in the right corner for Akron, holding it up high. Lobs it right baseline for Miller. Poked away. Miller, though, tracks it down. Back out the guy. Wide open right wing three is no good. Rebound to Christensen. She banks and misses. And the ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Dornbacher. Here is Miller. And there's a double dribble. Boy, that could have been Segelke's fifth foul, but that was called against Akron. Bee Diggers getting hurt on the boards during certain doses and segments of the game. Rule on the outside right. Now we get a new Bee Digger into the game. Sidney Odell. He pulls up for a shot and scores. Odell's got a nice-looking shot. First appearance of the game. Hits it right inside the three-point line. And the Bee Diggers are to within 6. 42-36. Sidney Odell, only a sophomore. Behind the back dribble for Miller. At the free throw line. Getting a pick over there from Trexler in the right corner for Guy. Guy dribbling to her left. Right of the lane. Jump pass back out. Over to Dornbacher. Now to Trexler on the outside right to Guy. In the right corner for Miller. Miller utilizes the pick. Picks up the dribble. Over to Trexler. Here's Dornbacher. Fakes the three. Steps to her right. Finds Miller. Miller guarded by Odell in the right corner. Chest pass for Guy. Dribbles to her left. At the top. Trexler shot up. Back rim. No. And the ball is loose on the floor. A tie-up between Sweeney and Trexler. Possession arrow to the Rams. The Bee Diggers are to within 6. 42-36 with 6:21 to go. They were down by 18 in the second quarter. Here's Janessa Ramey in for Lindsay Dornbacher. And to throw it in will be Kaylee Trexler. Trexler lobs it over to Ramey. Right of the free throw line for Miller. Overhead pass cross court to Guy. Left of the lane. Guy. Left corner for Trexler. Bounce pass to Ramey at the free throw line. Back out to Miller. Miller dribbling to her right. Bounce pass down low. Christensen wide open. Banking scores. To the left of the basket. The Bee Diggers didn't see her. It's an 8-point lead for Akron once again. 44-36. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Bounce pass for Rule to Odell. Terrible pass. There were two Rams right there. Easily intercepted. 12 turnover for Brush. Miller the other way for the Rams. They can take a double-digit lead with a basket. Miller against Rule. Gets a pick from Ramey. Dribbles to her left into the lane. Right corner for Trexler. Straight away Ramey. Shot is up. Yes. Just inside the three-point line for Ramey. Hasn't scored since the second quarter, but now has 16. 46-36. Thomas, long three. Back rim, no. But Callie Bills chases down the rebound for the Bee Diggers. Now to Rule. Rule steps in. Back out to Thomas. Straight away three is off the left side of the rim. Ramey grabs her eighth rebound. There's the outlet to Miller. We've got 5:13 to go. Timeout called by Akron. A full timeout. Rominger Jewelry and Gifts is the leader in Northeast Colorado for diamonds, jewelry, watches, and expert in-store jewelry repairs. For service, quality, and value, shop Rominger's in downtown Sterling. And home of the $8.95 dinner menu during the week, and the best prime rib and other great specials on Fridays and Saturdays at Wood Steakhouse. (46-36) Akron. The Bee Diggers have hung around, but have not been able to overtake the defending 2A state champions. Keep in mind the boys' game now slated to start just before 8 o'clock, hopefully prior to that. No later than 8. And Lady Bee Diggers are going to have to play their best basketball since the latter part of the second quarter in order to win this game. They've got Rule, Sweeney, Odell, Thomas, and Bills. Christensen, Trexler, Miller, Ramey, and Kiara Guy will inbound it along the side in the backcourt. Gets it into Miller. 5:08 to go in the game. Odell picks up Guy, strips the ball, but then Guy picks it back up. Bounce pass over to Ramey. Odell's a feisty defender out there. Guy with a basketball, nearly stripped again. Bounce pass inside, and then there's a foul by Maddie Rule. Christensen just standing underneath the basket. Nobody's picking her up. Maddie Rule with her third foul. Christensen to the line. Off the perfect pass. And she will shoot two. Yeah, that was too easy. Luckily, the Bee Diggers did commit the foul, so it forces Christensen to make at least a free throw to generate something out of it, and she makes it. Free throw is in. By the way, the Bee Diggers in the first half from the line were 6 out of 10. Second free throw clanks off the rim, but the ball is picked up by Trexler. Banks and scores! Holy mahungus, that cannot happen. The Bee Diggers had position, but couldn't come up with a rebound. 49-36. Odell at the free throw line. Odell maintains the dribble, puts up a wild shot and misses, and the ball is loose, still loose, and Trexler's got it for Akron. Now the Rams are taking control, and now I got a Bee Digger foul in the backcourt. That's going to be the team's 8th. Sydney Odell commits the foul. That was a frustration foul. She was going for the ball, and now 1-1. And it looks like the Bee Diggers, even though they got 4:34 to go, have used up a lot of energy just to get back into the game. But it's going to take a solid performance here to come back, considering Akron's got all the momentum. Free throw rims out, but the rebound to Christensen over to Trexler, 10-footer off to the left. Now the rebound is grabbed by Callie Bills. Wow. Got to grab those rebounds off of missed free throws. Here's Odell the other way, over to Bills. 15-footer is an air ball, out of bounds. And again, the Bee Diggers in a major drought. They had a huge drought in the second quarter when Akron scored the first 18 points. Now the Bee Diggers have 2 points in the first 3 minutes and 41 seconds of the fourth. Thomas is out. Maddie Kerr is back in. Bee Diggers apply the backcourt pressure. Now they back off. Here's Kiara Guy. Guy into the front court, dribbling to her right. Back out to Ramey, now to Guy. Guy to her left. Cross-court pass tipped away by Kerr, but then chased down and then over and back. Chased down by Trexler, but then she stepped across the midcourt line and then in the backcourt again. Turnover number 16 for Akron. The Bee Diggers only at 12. Kerr the other way on the outside left. Rule wide open three. No good, and a foul away from the ball. That foul's going to be against Odell. I don't know what she did. They say she pushed. Should be a 1-1. That was not an offensive foul. I don't believe it was offensive. Now the officials are determining and discussing, I guess they're going to call that an offensive foul. It was not off a rebound. It was away from the ball. So no free throw. And now Ramey to throw it in. Thomas back in for Rule. Well, the Rams up by 13. In the backcourt with a basketball is Guy. Guy met at midcourt by Odell, dribbling to her right. Guy jump pass straight away to Ramey. Ramey is going to hand it off to Miller. Miller guarded by Thomas, dribbles to her left of the lane, kicks it back out to Trexler. At the free throw line for Ramey. Outside right here, Kiara Guy. Guy to Trexler, 3:27 to go in the game. The Bee Diggers are down 49-36, and Maddie Kerr commits a foul, trying to strip the ball away. And to the stripe will be Guy. Well, nice comeback by the Bee Diggers. It's going to fall short tonight, even though we've got 3:23 to go, but there's no signs of them making a comeback good enough in order even win the game. The free throw by Guy is in the air, and it's off to the left. It's a double bonus. 10th foul committed by Brush here in the second half. High Plains offers a wide variety. For you at High Plains Bank and Wiggins. Second free throw. It's around and good. Guy now with 5, 50-36. Segelke the other way for Brush. Back out to Kerr. Kerr into the lane. Forces up a shot. Misses. Kerr goes for the rebound. The Bee Diggers have taken some ill-advised shots in this game. Then takes a shot and misses from 3. Ramey with a rebound. Miller with the outlet. 3 minutes to go. Akron 50, Brush 36. Miller on the high right. Ramey. Foul line extended. Back out to Ramey. Ramey on the high right. Hands it off to the free line into the left. John Beltran back with you. Lost you there for a few minutes. Apologize for that. As the Bee Diggers are down here in the waning seconds, A.J. Miller's nailed a free throw after Quincy Segelke fouled out. We got 3.8 seconds to go. Second free throw is up and in. The Akron lead is 58-40. Matty Rule throws up a long shot. No good. And that'll be the ball game. The Akron Rams tonight, in the first of 2, have defeated the Brush Bee Diggers by a score of 58-40. Tough night for the Bee Diggers. We have the boys game coming up here momentarily, but first things first. We'll take a 3-minute break as the Akron girls win 58-40. You are listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Akron, where the Brush Lady Bee Diggers fall to the Akron Rams tonight by a score of 58-40 on what was a rough night for the Lady Diggers, although they did make a nice comeback in the second half. Bee Digger post-game show is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. Mr. D's Ace Home Center. Bee Diggers and Akron Rams were deadlocked at 14 after 1. Akron scored the first 18 points of the second. Bee Diggers countered with 11, making it 32-25. It was a 10-9 third quarter for Akron to make it 42-34, but then the Rams outscored the Bee Diggers 16-6 in the fourth to win the game by 18. Visiting Bee Diggers tonight got 10 points from Aurora Thomas, all in the opening half. 9 from Callie Bills, Cammie Sweeney with 8. They had 4 points from Maddie Kerr, 3 from Lauren Berg, who fouled out, 2 apiece for Maddie Rule and Quincy Segelke. And as for the Akron Rams, 19 for A.J. Miller, 16 for Janessa Ramey, 7 apiece for Lindsay Dornbacher and Lindsay Christensen, 5 points for Kiara Guy, and 4 for Kaylee Trexler of the Bee Diggers. Were out-rebounded 35-31, and officially, Ramey had 9 for Akron, A.J. Miller and Dornbacher with 8 apiece. Cammie Sweeney had 9 rebounds for the Bee Diggers to lead the way. Free throw shooting a major difference in this game, as Akron was 18 out of 22, while the Bee Diggers were only 8 out of 13, so the Bee Diggers took 9 fewer free throws and missed 1 more than Akron missed. Turnovers were not bad for Brush, only 13 in the game, 16 for Akron. Lady Bee Diggers are back in action as they will be playing on Friday from Kersey against the Platte Valley Broncos. So that's the way this first game went. But I got to tell you, after being down by 18, Brush could have lost this game by 40. There was a game, I believe it was 2 years ago, when Brush got completely destroyed, and they made a nice comeback in this game, scoring the final 11 points of the second quarter. And it was a competitive game until just a few minutes to go. So I think the Lady Bee Diggers have something to build on here because, again, they did take care of the basketball for the most part. Shot selection obviously could be a little bit better, and I'm sure they'll be looking to shore up their defense and try to hold opponents down even more. But they were taking on the defending 2A state champions with quite a bit of talent and held them to 58 points. Unfortunately, it resulted in a 58-40 loss. All right, we're going to take an extensive break, about a 4-minute break here. And then when we come back, we'll set you up for the boys' game as the Akron girls win tonight, 58-40, right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.